I'd like to welcome you all here to the second and hopefully last public meeting to do with this development. The reason we've called this meeting today is because we're getting close to the final submission dates, which is a chance for all of you guys, the public, to have your say about this development. Firstly, I want to point out, as some people seem to twist it around, the WCA is not anti-development. We're actually pro-good development, which is what we want to see there. We want urban infill, and that's a perfect site for it, but it has to fit in with the community that the infill's going in. So I'd just like to point that out first. Secondly, I want to clear up a misconception that's been floating around the community a little bit. The development in its current form has not been stopped. The reason that some people think this is that the elected council has voted to oppose it in its current form. That means that the elected council is making a submission, much like any of you or me could make a submission as well. The only difference is that theirs is going to be of a higher technical calibre, so to say. So that's what's happening. The elected council is writing a submission to oppose the development in its current form, but the development will still be assessed as normal. Second law, the council does not decide on whether this development goes through. It's decided by a state body called the Joint Regional Planning Panel. They make the decision. Because this development's over $20 million, it's deemed that it's too big for council to make the decision on, so therefore it goes to a state body. What the council does is they go through their normal DA process like they would for any other DA in the area. They analyse the documents, the DA submission that's been put in by SNL, the developer, and they also look at any submissions that we, the community, put in about our concerns on this development. They then make their decision, which is taken as a recommendation to the Joint Regional Planning Panel. So what happens is council make a recommendation, they don't make a decision. What happens then is the council takes their recommendation along with SNL's DA documents, any reports from other approval bodies such as Water Board, mine subsidence, etc., the elected council's submission, which is the one they voted on, and our submissions all then get passed on to the JRPP. After that, a meeting date is then set and the JRPP meet to make a decision on what will ultimately be the decision on whether the development in its current form goes ahead. At this meeting, it is a public meeting. It's held in council chambers, and we, the public, can attend that meeting, and we can apply to speak at that meeting to the JRPP. So they look at all the documents, analyse it, listen to what the public have to say, the developer gets to talk, and then they'll make their decision. So where are we at now in this process? We're drawing very close now to the end of the public submissions, which is Wednesday, the 12th of February. That is the last day that any of us can send a submission into council listing what our concerns are. At the moment, and even after the 12th of February, council, the various divisions of council, assess the development on the parts of the development that are relevant to them. They then make their responses to what they consider the development to be. So at the moment, some of them have already started putting in their responses to the development proposal. Some of them say it meets the criteria that's relevant to them. Other parts of council have said that it doesn't meet the relevant criteria to them. And other parts of council have also asked for more information, meaning that SNL have to go and provide more information because what they have provided isn't sufficient. So it's up to us as a community to let the council and the JRPP know what our concerns are with the development in its current form. Each submission that raises even just one point is relevant, and it does count. Your submission doesn't need to be full of technical jargon. It's just a simple one-paragraph letter is fine, as each of these add weight and back up those who are writing more technical submissions, such as the one prepared by the elected council. Also, you should not feel bad or like you are a whinger, as some people have been saying, for putting your concerns to council. This is part of the process that has been set up so that you can have your say. You are supposed to have your say and you are supposed to be heard, so no one should feel like they are a whinger. The worst thing you can do is say nothing and then have something built that you don't like. So So remember, Wednesday the 12th of February is the closing date. That is important. Over here, at our info booth over here, we have sheets that tell you how to submit and how to make a strong submission, so you can make sure that your points are heard. We also have people here today that will help you write a submission today. We have a laptop set over there, so you can write a submission today and send that into council. We also have people who will help you handwrite one if you wish. So the way that we, the WCA or Whitebridge Community Alliance, see it is we are empowering you so you can get your voice heard.